Here. This is moving. This one is coming out. Don't let it come in. This is already going to be, it's going to be, the power is here, the same use of the hand. It's going to be working in this region to start the unbalancing. Wanting to lose a little bit. Don't move. Okay, he's already beginning to get into here. And this is well out. Okay, and stay going. So feeling from this way. Either way, we're going to make it much better. Okay, now her movement comes here, then, okay, do it again. Watch carefully. Okay, what do you see? Okay, it goes in 2 times. Okay, do it again. This is a really good example because, again, most of you are doing this. It's when you don't ask yourself the question and just practice, it's good enough to put somebody down on the floor. But we're trying to look at how to construct a movement to be even better than you need. Better than you need. So once again, do it again. So, in, contact, then this. Here goes 1, 2, 3. Now what we're going to do is change this. No. Yeah, you do the movement, not me. Here, okay. Now, with this way. Now, don't move this forward. Just keep your hummy. Just use this part. Now with this, ready? It's going to go like this. Okay? See the difference? Do it again. I'll help you once more. Okay? So this goes straight. Now this. Okay. Now you're using your body as one instead of doing it in 2 times. Okay? So watch carefully. I'm going to do like you. Okay? This is 1, 2, 3. See the movement? Whereas, now what you try to do is 1. Your movement just keeps going straight on in. Okay? As opposed to. Got it? That's what everybody should be doing. Try it. A lot of people learn to do Ushiro Ukemi by putting their foot down. That's how you're taught first. That's fine to learn, but you must, your Ukemi should be the reflection, even if it goes slowly, of what the movement would be like if it went fast. That's the hard part. Okay? So, do what you were doing before. Watch his Ukemi. Okay? Do it again. Watch carefully. He's doing the ideal Ukemi. You see what he's doing? What's he doing? Okay, he's pulling his foot back. So he's adding a dimension into his movement that really shouldn't be there. Okay? In other words, somebody running away. The whole point in this movement is that your adversary, he's coming here. The dynamics of the movement, if it was not as we are doing it from this point on, should be here, and at the same time he's coming in. Do it again. As he's coming in, your movement should be done. So, if you look at it dynamically, there's no room to pull that foot back. It's not that I'm saying it's good or bad. I'm only saying that if you want the movement to reproduce the situation that it should do when you do it dynamically, then you shouldn't be pulling that foot back because it changes the situation. Even more so, since Aihammi is a preparation here for Tsuki. You do your Tsuki as we were doing before. Okay? So that if I'm going to do a movement, it should be right here. So once again, if I do that, the movement naturally has this foot coming forward. So you should think about that. When you do ukemi, it doesn't just mean I fall down and protect myself. Your work should be also to respect the situation as the throw or the movement will create if it was done dynamically, in other words, full speed. And this particular movement would be kind of like running along and hitting a clothesline or something. Your feet just go that way. Okay? So try some more. See if you can do it slowly, but keep that foot forward and try to develop your ukemi. He's here, but we're not there. My movement is out here. So I can do a lot of things that he can't do because he's worried about here. But if when he grabs here, I also accept his focal point, now we're fighting. Okay? So here I am, without my sword. Can you tell me where my focal point is? Could be anywhere. Could be anywhere in the universe, right? Okay? Supposing I put it over there. Boom, I can work this way. If I put it over here, I can use it this way, right? It depends where I want to work, and I can always do it. Supposing I put it in him. Boom, I can work that way. So he's made the mistake, not me. Okay? But we always fall into the trap when somebody grabs of being worried about his focal point that he determined. Isn't this stupid? To me, it's when I thought about this one day, and it suddenly became so clear that the extension is not just sticking your arms out and saying I'm extended. It's being able to really project your mind somewhere else where he's not, and to not accept where he has put the focal point. You're accepting the enemy's terrain, his ground. You're going to his ground when you're trying to fight with this. So the point here is that when you're in Sadegori, the focal point is here, and you accept it, and so now you get in trouble. This just has to stay the same. How can I do this? This is going to be a little different. Come over, and come around this way, and put your hand, like the other hand, like you were just doing. It really was going around here, this way. And this is not a problem. Still have lots of room to work. So we're going to do as though it was, I know the focal points here, but don't allow yourself to accept that. Use your focal point somewhere else than here, and you'll be able to move. It's moving the focal point on your own. Okay? So you don't have to accept his focal point this way. So Sadegori becomes something that is not like this. This is accepting his. Make your own. Okay, try it. Here, okay? Do the same. Now, the whole point is getting a feeling of doing a movement all together and not like that. So let's employ it here. Now when you get to here, most people do this. See it? It goes in first. Get here, and now fully it's out here. The same thing you had when you did ski. Then you won't have to do these big powerful movement like this. It's not the same. It's with your body. Just here, and then with this. And you see, that little difference means that you're going to be ahead of him. He's not going to be ahead of you. If I do this, now he gets ahead of me. Because nothing's happened here. When I did all this, nothing happened. If I was here, now something's happening from the very beginning. And you can be gentler, even though it seems to the person who's feeling it that you're not, that it's worse. He feels like he can't do anything, and that's good. You don't want him to do anything. There's no freedom. You give him no freedom. Give him no support. Okay. So you all know this movie. But get the kikentai, not everything all separate here. And the same feeling is like in here. This feeling. Get it here. Okay, try it. If you do this, and the ma'ai is bad, and the extension is not there, and you're accepting this is the center of gravity, the center of focal point, then you've got to go, usually most people go like this, and they're hard here. And then you feel your shoulder getting ripped out. Here you can do the opposite. Here, get this extension. This is where it's strong. Then you can go soft. And you can keep a very continuous movement. And if you do get a continuous movement, this way, it's a very, on the one hand, it's a nice feeling because it's really just going here and here, but it's a terrible feeling on the other side because you really feel that you cannot fall. You couldn't do that if he was really continuous and kept to his extension. So the extension is important, I think. Here, keep this extension. Now here's the extension. Look, and here too. Don't let up on it. But you can be soft. You don't have to be rough. Okay. The hand, it's going to be doing this feeling, but you don't ever let it come in, okay? So your movement is here. And you never brought it back into you. Here. So that from the very beginning, the extension was out. The feeling of this. Same feeling here. So, okay, the same. Okay, just go behind it. Here, underneath.